What's up, guys? My name is Emmanuel and this is Mulky Shopping YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at the halogen oven. I'm going to unbox the halogen oven and show you whatever is inside and also show you how to set it up to do your cooking for you. By the time I'm done with the whole video, you will fully understand all that is about with halogen oven and how to do the setup. Please watch to the end. The reason is that by the time we are done with for today, you're going to unbox it for you and show you how to set it up. With the subsequent videos we'll be doing throughout this whole week, we are going to dedicate ourselves to show you every other thing the halogen oven can be used to do. So you need to fully understand today's video very well about the setup, because by the time we are done with all the series of videos on the halogen oven, you will know how to use the halogen oven to cook rice. You know how to use the halogen oven to cook ampesi, right? You can cook ampesi, all right? You know how to use the halogen oven to bake, to do your frying, all right? Roasting, and even heating. The halogen oven can do the work of a microwave for you. And so we have a lot of videos to show you on the halogen oven. And that is why the introduction video, which is today's video, is very important, because you need to understand how to do the setup properly. All right? So please watch to the end and fully understand today's video. Again, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I'm going to use the opportunity to introduce our channel to you and ask you to subscribe, because we are dedicating ourselves to show you different kind of products we sell here at Mulky Shopping. Even if you didn't buy it from us and you bought it somewhere else, our channel will be useful to you because you understand how to set it up or how to use it. So please, if you haven't subscribed, take this chance and go down there. You see the red icon with the subscribe there. Please click on it to subscribe. And when you're done, there's a bell on the right side of it. Click on it and choose all notifications. In that case, what it means is that anytime you upload a video, you'll be there to watch and then to understand everything. Now let's get started with the halogen oven. Now this halogen oven, the brand is Minimax. All right, we have different kind of brands, of course. All right, but the one we have here at Mulky Shopping, the brand is Minimax brand. And Minimax is a very good brand. They have been doing microwaves, blenders, and a whole lot. Even ceiling fans and standing fans and a whole lot. All right. Now this is 18 liters. It is 18 liters, and then the watts is 1,400 watts. All right, 240 volts, and then 1,400 watts. Now what it means is that you can plug it directly on your wall, or if you want to use a extension socket, just like I've been showing you in our previous videos, make sure any extension you use for your machine is having a bigger watt than that of the machine. All right, so any extension that you buy, check the watts on the extension. Okay, so any extension that is above 1,400 watts is okay for this. Okay, so that is that. So like I said, it's 18 liters and then it is 1,400 watts. Now let's get inside and unbox it. So the first thing you see is the main motor. All right, that is what you see first. Then you see this nice cushion there that is protecting the engine and the glass on it. So let's take it somewhere. And then you have the halogen bowl. Okay, that is also there. And then you have the stand. So these are the assets you see with it. So this is the stand. Okay, so the halogen bowl comes with this. Now there are two things to do with this. Either you put it on it like this to extend it, okay, or you put it down and put the halogen bowl inside it like this. All right. So for this, we don't need to extend it. So we'll put it down like this, and then you insert it inside the stand. So that is how it's done. All right. Right. So inside the bowl, you see the manual. All right. The manual is inside. The manual is very, very useful. All right. The manual is very, very useful. We'll come to that. Then the first thing here is the tongs. All right. This is what you use to pick up things from the halogen oven. This is a rack. Okay. A rack. This is called the low rack, and this is called the high rack. All right. Low rack and then high rack. So there are other accessories here. The plates, very, very useful. For instance, when you are baking, all right, or you are frying chicken, okay. All these are very, very interesting accessories. All these are also very interesting accessories that are needed. Okay, I'll show you what you can use this one to do as you go along. All right, so these are the accessories that come with it. Okay. Right. So how do you set it up? You just carry your engine like this and put it on it. That is that. Not that difficult, isn't it? Very, very easy to put on. All right. Nothing is difficult here. If you want to carry it up, you carry it like this. But mind you that everything is glass. Here is glass. The bowl itself is glass, and so be careful whenever you're using it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you when to use all these accessories. I'm going to show you when to use all these accessories, so please stay tuned and follow what we are doing here. All right. So the first thing we are going to do is to learn how to on it. How do you put it on? We'll come to the accessories, but the first thing we're going to show you now is how do you put this on. So please follow us. Now this halogen oven is very, very hot. I mean, when you put it on, it's very hot. So please, when you see the light bulb coming on, I mean, when you're using it and you see the light bulb coming on that hot, don't think there's anything wrong. That's how it is. All right. Now there are two buttons here. One is the temperature and one is a timer. All right. The two of them work together. So if you set the timer and you don't set the temperature, there's no way you can get your food cooked for you or your meat grilled for you. All right. So the timer and the temperature work together. I'll also show you how to identify some of the temperatures. If you are doing chicken, for instance, if you are grilling chicken or you are frying chicken, what temperature is best? I'll show you that in the manual. All right. So what you do is to connect your plug into the socket, and I'm using an extension that is 2500. I'm using an extension that is 2500 watts. So what you do is you can see the timer. On the timer, you see off here. So you can see that the controller is at off. You can see 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 50 and 60 minutes. All right. So, and the temperature too, you can see it going that way from 100 degrees Celsius all the way through to 250 degrees Celsius. So what you do is, first of all, normally you expect that the handle will be like this, but there's a power button here. Okay, it's very, very important. If you set up your timer and you set up your temperature, it will not work. It will not work for you. Reason is that the power button has not been pressed. So what you do is, before you set up the timer, ensure that this handle has pressed the power button. So you press on it like this and you hear a sound. Okay, you hear ke sound, a K sound. All right. Again, when you put your motor, okay, on the halogen bulb, ensure that this handle has pressed on the power button. So you press on it like this. In that case, when you set up the timer, you see the light coming on, and when you set up the temperature, you see the light also coming on, and then the bulb is also on inside the yellowish bulb inside there like that. That is how you set it up. Okay. Again, I'm repeating that you need to ensure that the power button at the back has been put on. For instance, now you can see that it's on. You can see all the lights. Immediately I carry the handle, it will go off. Immediately I carry the handle, it goes off. That tells you that the power button has not been pressed. Now when I bring the handle back and I press, it will come on again. All right, so the power button is at the back, and you need to be mindful of that. Again, we are saying that ensure that you set up the time and then the temperature you want to cook your food. But there's something I want to show you, that when you're using it for the first time, you see some small smoke and some scent, okay, coming through. Okay, as you can see, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. It's because you're using it for the first time. Okay, so please, when you see the smoke and then the scent, a small scent coming through, there's nothing wrong with it. That's how it is. It heats very, very fast. As I'm showing you right now, it's very, very hot. Okay, it's very, very hot. So please be mindful of that. That is how we on the halogen oven. If you want to off it, like you said, if you're done cooking, okay, the timer, when you put the timer, it will be going automatically. It will be going down automatically. But if maybe you think your food is finished cooking and you want to off it, just put it to off. That is all. All right. So that is how we set up the halogen oven, and that's how we on it. Again, we have told you that it heats faster and it's very hot. And the bulb, for instance, if you are cooking it here, I'm in the studio, and that's why you didn't really see the yellow bulb. But if I were to be in a dark room, you see that the yellow bulb will brighten very high. There's nothing wrong. Don't be frightened. That is how it works. Okay. Again, I'm also telling you that the power is at the back. Ensure this handle presses on it. If it goes on it like this, no, it's not come on. Just make sure it presses and hear the K sound. That's all that you have to note. So that is how you on it. I'm sure you have understood that part. Let's go into the use of these things. All right, but before I go there, let me take you to the manual. All right, there are some temperatures you need to be aware of. Okay, all these are written in the manual. How to set up the temperature for whatever you want to do. So please, I will entreat you to, whenever you get one, take your time and go to the manual. In the manual, they're saying that if you are grilling or frying chicken, the time should be between 25 minutes to 30 minutes. And the temperature should be set between 230 degrees Celsius to 250 degrees Celsius. All right, so it is there. If you're doing fish, 10 to 15 minutes, 200 to 220. Cake, all right. Lobster is there, shrimp, sausage, peanuts, roasted bread, all right. Roasted bread. If you're doing bread, it should be between 8 to 10 minutes. So between 8 to 10 minutes, you will have finished with your bread. So those of you who are into bread business, this can be doing your baking for you, but it can do in bigger quantities, all right. It can do it in smaller quantities for you. Bread is between 8 to 10 minutes and 120 degrees Celsius to 140 degrees Celsius. Potato, chicken wings. Those of you who are into rice, fried rice business, chicken wings, all right. Crab, hot dogs, barbecue. Can do barbecue. But like I told you, here at Monkey Shopping, and we have been able to use it to do rice cooking, and it worked. So we'll do a video of that for you to show you how we use the halogen oven to cook rice. We also roasted plantain. We'll show you a video of that. Okay, so stick with us and you're going to enjoy the video very, very well. Now, let's go to the accessories. All right, so this cooking plate, you can put your pie on it, okay, or your bread on it, okay. So you carry it this way, put it in, and then arrange your bread or your pie on it and you cover it. Then you on it, all right. When you are done baking, okay, or whatever you are doing with it, please, 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 the machine is very hot. You can't use your hand to carry it, okay. So that is where this comes in, okay. That's where this comes in. So you set it up this way, then you carry it with it, okay. So that's all you do, all right. The same thing applies to the other one, this one, okay. If you put it in it, when you're done, you hold it this way, then you carry it out. So this tool here is very, very important. All right, this tool here, the toggle or the picker, is very, very important. So please be mindful of how to use that. We also have the lower rack and then the higher rack. So what you do is, the lower rack is for food items that maybe you are thinking it doesn't have to get too close to the machine or to the motor, because this is where the temperature is coming from, this is where the heat is coming from, okay. So if you don't want the food to get too close to it, then you have to use the lower rack, okay. But when you use the higher rack, because it's that high, it brings it closer to the heating pan here or the temperature here, all right. The same way, if you want to carry the rack, you can use the toggle tool, okay, to carry this way, and that's it, all right. So please, because this tool is there, because the toggle tool is there, try your best to not use your hand in it, okay. Basically, that's how you set it up, and that's how you use all these accessories, okay. There are some other accessories that come with it that you can use to pin the food one by one. When you buy the the halogen oven, it is inside, all right. Now this video is just to unbox it and show you how to power it. Because a couple of times people will buy it and then they don't know how to put it on. They leave the handle on top like this, okay. So this video was meant to show you how to set it up and how to also power the halogen oven. For the temperature, I've told you, follow what is in the manual, okay. The number of minutes you must put it, and then the temperature you must set it based on the food you're cooking. Unless you're cooking a food that is not part of the manual, we'll try our best to do the ones we have identified. Like I said, we have been able to use it to cook rice. We'll show you how we did it. And so please follow what we are teaching you now. There will be other videos for this. You're going to bake with this, you're going to fry with this, you're going to roast with it, okay. So please stick with us. There's another thing that this machine can do. It can do defrosting. Now, what it means is that when you're done cooking, you can let the machine clean itself for you. You can let the machine clean all the leftover particles that will be in, the oils and all that. You can let the machine clean it for you and just go and pour it away. You can also put it in a dishwasher. We'll show you all that. So please, stick with the channel and subscribe so that when we post the next video on the halogen oven, we'll be there to watch it. So expect the next video to be on the halogen oven, but you don't know yet what you're going to use it to do. So please, anticipate the other videos we'll be doing. Thank you for staying with us to the end. Subscribe to the channel and we hope to see you again. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.
Monkey.